Desert Diaries. Week 41. Hello, Arizona calling. This week I felt very, very British or maybe just not very American. I'm not sure which way round it is, but I've just not really understood what on earth is going on. Because Phoenix, and I presume all of America, has gone Valentine's Day mad. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, seriously. Now, I do remember my husband coming home from work after he'd gone back to work after Christmas and New Year and said they took all the Christmas decorations down today and put Valentine's Day decorations up. So this is like January the 4th. And I thought, no, really? Must just be a one-off. No, there are Valentine's Day decorations for homes in all the shops here. I mean, okay, I do have to preface this with a few facts, I suppose, about my relationship with Valentine's Day. I don't really do Valentine's Day. I used to buy my dad a card when I was little. I did once get a Valentine's Day card at school, quite excited for a minute. Did turn out to be from my best friend. He's gay, but he was very nice of him. Even in relationships, I never really cared for it that much. I mean, I did give a card, receive a card, maybe cook a nice dinner, but I did used to feel a bit resentful going on Valentine's Day dates, really, because there's sort of restaurants that have the special Valentine's Day menu that's just so much more expensive than every other meal they serve. And it just seems to be populated with couples staring into space or at their phones while pushing dough balls around their plate. I'm not very romantic, am I? Clearly. But about 10 years ago, I do remember I had a massive row with my husband on February the 13th. And I remember saying to him, don't even think about doing Valentine's Day tomorrow. And then a few days later, we'd made up and I gave him a card. And so we've got a sort of tradition now that we have our Valentine's Day on the Sunday after Valentine's Day. But all we ever do is exchange a card and maybe breakfast in bed. Probably not even that. I can't even think. I'm one of the people who thinks, yeah, I don't need a card made in a factory somewhere to be romantic. You know what I'm saying. It doesn't really float my boat. I don't think I like the pressure that Valentine's Day can put on couples. I mean, if you're single, you feel miserable because you think, oh, everyone's getting lots of gifts and I'm not. And if you're in a couple, there's that kind of competition there, isn't there? Everyone puts it on social media. Oh, what did your other half get you? Flowers and a balloon and chocolate. Oh, dear. I don't really want any part of that. If you do love it, then good for you. If you get actual joy from it, I'm all for that. But it's just not for me. So I presumed Valentine's Day in America would be the same as in Britain. Oh my Cupid, it does not even come close. If you think Valentine's Day is over-commercialised and OTT in the UK, be very afraid if you're in the States on February the 14th. I cannot begin to tell you how much stuff there is everywhere. Not just a rack of cards or a few extra boxes of chocks. Essentially, a whole area of shops that were Christmas are now Valentine's. Now, as usual, I just kind of ignored these areas until I realised that the school office was selling balloons and soft toys. I was a bit confused, but, I kind of ignored that as well. Then when I picked my girls up yesterday from school, February the 13th, they both said in a panic, we need to go to the store. Yes, they say store now, not shop. I know. And we need to get our Valentine's gifts. I was like, what are you talking about? So it turns out there's a tradition at their school, I'm presuming at all schools, for Valentine's to be given to everyone within your class. So each of the students get given a bag at the start of school so that people can drop gifts and cards in there throughout the day. They then pick the bag up when school finishes and see what they've got. My youngest is 8. I mean, I just don't really get this at all. So we get to the shop, the supermarket, mega store thing, a Walmart. There's a space 4 times the size of a regular supermarket, which is the Valentine's area. Soft toys, chocolate, more soft toys, more chocolate, so much chocolate, more soft toys. They've got these huge sacks of fun-sized chocolate bars, but in pink wrapping with hearts on them. Mugs with hilarious slogans like, I love your top, do you like my bottom? I mean, what does that even really mean? Valentine's mugs for your teachers. I give you top marks with a heart on it. Why would you give your teacher a Valentine mug? My 8-year-old comes up and goes, what's this? To a pair of fluffy handcuffs. Even my eldest daughter didn't think the baby grow that had I'm a love machine on the front was, in her words, very appropriate. There is a whole section then of classroom Valentine's packs. There must have been 300 different varieties. Pencils, erasers, stickers, squishies, the sort of stuff you would get in a party bag for a child's birthday. But they've all got cards attached that say, "Be my Valentine," or "I've got a crush on you." So you buy the pack of 20, write the card out for each person in your class, and drop it in their bag. I mean, doesn't this kind of defeat the point of Valentine's Day and anonymity? Because all these had a to and from card on them. It's an absolutely enormous industry. I suppose if you think that America is commercialised, this makes sense. They've kind of taken Valentine's Day and racked it up to 11. But I just don't get it. I posted a story on Instagram at Sam Walker Radio so you can see the scale of it all yourself. Do notice the whole row of empty shelves too. So much had sold out. Some people in the shop were in a bit of a panic. "I'm never going to be ready," said one woman next to me, shoving feather boas in her trolley. I didn't quite know what to say. Now, I don't know how long this has been going on in the States to this scale. Is this happening in England yet? Have I just missed it? If it isn't, stand by your fluffy heart handcuffs. I hate to say it. It's coming your way. I haven't even had time to tell you about Galentine's. This has got its own massive area in the shop as well. This is the day before Valentine's Day, February the 13th, and is a no way commercial day that urges you to celebrate your female friendships. Now, I'm all for this. Friendships is wonderful and important, but I don't want to buy a Galentine's party pack for my girl squad. Yes, I actually saw one of these. Maybe I'm just getting old. If you're an American or a millennial, or even better, an American millennial, please help me out, as I feel really quite confused by everything around me right now. I'll see you in the pink and very fluffy desert.